Tonight, a stranger enters the Thames, the Artemis, bound for London. Like every vessel new to the river, she's required to take on a pilot.
Evening, VTS, the Artemis, ready to leave Woolwich Arsenal Pier now, inbound for Tower Bridge.
Unlike airplane pilots, ship pilots don't steer the vessel. Instead, they guide the captain through treacherous waters.
Just come a little bit more. The hardest thing is working with the current and understanding the way the river flows over the shallow water and under the bridges.
Richard Dockett is a pilot with the Port of London Authority. He has one of the best sets of eyes on a river in constant flux. Twice daily, as the tide floods and ebbs, the Thames rises and falls the height of a two-storey house.
There's very little rock on the base of the Thames, most of it's mud. And on the corners where the tide flows around the corner, on the opposite side, you tend to get a mud bank that builds up and moves into the river. This alters the flow of the river, so as you're going round a corner, the tide will push you one way or the other, which you have to compensate for as you're steering along.
Tonight, Dockett must compensate for more than tide. Dead ahead, Tower Bridge. His task, guide the captain through a gap no wider than a football pitch. For such a tricky maneuver, two sets of eyes are better than one. Like the river pilot, Charlie Harrison also choreographs the movement of tons of steel.
Tower Bridge radio, Artemis.
Sally Barge Will, this is Tower Bridge radio, over. Just cracking the bridge now, Gerald. A full lift is 86 degrees, not quite the 90 degrees, but that takes about 90 seconds to achieve that lift.
Each of the bridge's two decks weighs 1,000 tons. To raise them, energy is stored in 6 huge hydraulic accumulators, originally powered by steam, now by electricity. When the energy is released, it's open sesame.
Tower Bridge, good evening again. We're just round Wapping Nest now, approaching you at slow speed.
We'll be ready for you. Tower Bridge out.
Okay, thank you. Bridge ready.
On the Artemis, pilot Richard Dockett braces for the unexpected.
For 11 months of the year, nothing much will happen in the way of emergencies. But as I said, there is that one time, and in a couple of seconds, everything can suddenly change very quickly. Then suddenly you have to concentrate and focus and very quickly decide what you're going to do and do it.
Tonight, concentration averts disaster. And the Artemis threads the eye of the needle.
Stand by, bridge crew, about to open road gates. Traffic is reminded to wait for a green signal before moving.
The experts make it look easy, but experts are